I arrived on Sunday, Dan, and it's been amazing. I love New York. I hadn't been here for quite a while, but it's an amazing city. I even found a soccer pickup game tonight after the show. So if we can finish quickly, I can go and get changed and show my skills.
Yeah, of course. So you just walk in hand with Gab in Central Park?
Yeah, because Gab can't obviously play football, so he can't come with me to the pickup game. And I would let him do his work on his own in Central Park.
Jürgen, you're on the West Coast. Are you going to any games, or are you just settling down in Orange County for the next 6 weeks?
No, I will go to the US game, obviously, with our group. So, and then I wait basically until the group stage is over, and then I go to a couple of games in the knockout phase myself.
Oh, very nice. Are you going to any games, Craig, or any Scotland fan events?
No. I got invited.
I know you got invited.
Stevie did as well.
I can't believe you didn't want to attend.
British consulate in Boston, this, that, no, I can't be diddled with all that stuff. No, I'm not going.
It's right up your street.
I'm not going to any, yeah. Oh, yeah. Lovely to meet you. I'm not going to any games, but the family are. They're going to the Scotland-Morocco game.
And you were saying they've got bunting up? Like the house is all covered in Scotland?
Well, there's some Scotland flags out the front and stuff, but...
Nice.
Yeah. I can't believe this. I think there's a little bit of lack of preparation here. The Scotland team playing in Boston and Miami, which are both hot.
Yep.
But they've set up base in Charlotte.
Right.
Well, it's lovely down there.
No, it's hot though there as well.
That's
it's also hot.
I think somebody's maybe not read the book on the humidity down there. That's not going to...
Everywhere's hot. Boston's hot, Charlotte's hot, Miami's hot.
Right. You're very much an ignoramus.
Right, tell me.
Boston's hot and Miami's hot.
Yes.
But the Carolinas...
Yes, very hot.
...is super humid.
Yes.
And hot.
Yeah.
The humidity is much worse than the heat.
But I still don't think it's that much of a difference, is it? Surely it's better to train in really hot, humid conditions and then go to Massachusetts and go, oh, it's not as humid here, we got more energy, right?
Let me tell you something, right? We've been here a long time, right, in the States. Sometimes it gets 80 to 90 degrees here in New England.
Yes.
And obviously I've been to Florida. I was golfing in South Carolina last year, and the difference because of the humidity was incredible. Trust me.
Right.
That's a big difference, particularly...
That should benefit them then, not playing in a humid condition in the actual games.
No, it's not going to benefit you trying to train in that sort of humidity.
Right.
It's going to drain you. That's my point. Okay, cool. Anyway. Annoy me. Humidity is the problem, not necessarily the heat.
Right.
Anyway, I don't think that's Scotland's biggest problem. I think the opposition are. But there you go.
You may have seen reports today that there was a bid for Julian Alvarez from Real Madrid, which has led to questions. But I think Jules described it as BS, which I think kind of sums it up quite nicely. Do you see a world where Vinny, Mbappe and Alvarez work? If you've got that sort of talent, Jürgen, I imagine you can make it work, surely.
Oh, definitely. I mean, why not? I mean, it's the two, help each other and have fun to play together. Absolutely can work.
Jürgen, considering Germany have won the last 9 games in a row, what chance do you give them of beating France in the round of 16? And how much further do you think they'll go if victorious?
Well, to beat France in the early stage of the tournament would be very difficult, but it's doable. I mean, it's a knockout game, and knockout games you can go through one game at a time, and you can make it to the final. I think this German side has a lot of talent, has a lot of capabilities there with some players that are really exciting. But yeah, I mean, it will be interesting to see now how they take care of the group phase. The good thing about their draw is certainly that they get Curacao in their first game. So the first three points should be there, opposite to what they experienced in Qatar and in Russia, the last 2 World Cups. But then playing obviously Ivory Coast and what was the third one? Ecuador, obviously in New York then. Ecuador. Those are not easy games. But I mean, with eight teams in the third place that can go through, to the round of 32 now that we have this round of 32, the first time ever, I think they should be okay to get into the knockout phase. And then Germany has always been a little bit of a tournament team. They start slow. They have their issues, their problems. But then suddenly, the knockout phase starts kicking off. They figure out a way to get through every little or over every little hurdle that comes along. And if the hurdle would be France, then yeah, they're gonna go for it.
Jules, is it head-to-head or goal difference?
Goal difference to start with, I think.
Oh, okay. Jules, how much of Griezmann's presence will be missed for France?
How much who's going to be missed?
Antoine Griezmann.
I mean, when you see the form that Michael Olise is in right now, not just the hat-trick against Northern Ireland yesterday, but everything that he's been doing really since coming into this squad to be, basically, that's what Deschamps wanted him to be, the replacement in terms of creativity of Griezmann. I think right now, you take Olise every day on the back of the 2 seasons. What Griezmann also added to the squad, which Olise doesn't in terms of personality, is that kind of leadership. Griezmann is very vocal. Olise is very quiet. And obviously the experience that Griezmann as a World Cup winner, as somebody with so many caps and a moment shared with the national team has, which is very new for Michael Olise. But apart from that, you take Olise every day ahead of Griezmann right now.
Jürgen, Liverpool supporter here. Why does Wirtz look so much better playing for Germany than he does for Liverpool? Coaching, confidence, or the Premier League is just so much harder?
I think we talked about it many, many times throughout the season. I think it's just a learning process that he's going through. He's still very young and has now his first Premier League season under his belt, and knows that there's a lot of room still for improvement. And but he will only grow. He will only get better. I hope that this World Cup now gives him a huge boost in terms of confidence and growth, obviously, to play against the best in the world. But I think there's so much upside to Florian Wirtz that he will prove that over the next couple of years to all the fans.
I think he
especially the Liverpool fans.
I think he, part of it's down to him. You have to take responsibility. He is a youngster. He has made a move to a new country, new culture, big expectations, and all that goes with it. But I think also he was a victim, or although I'm not absolving him of a bad season, he was also a victim of how Liverpool played.
Mm-hmm.
They did not play well. They did not play quickly. They did not play with any dynamic football. And he was never in a settled position. Dominic Szoboszlai was the same, but he's a very much more experienced player and he's been there longer. He was moved from pillar to post, but he was able to handle it. But he wasn't the new guy in with the big expectations. And I think the fact that Arne Slot lost his job because Liverpool were so poor last year, I think when you look at that and say, well, when Areola comes in, if he gets this Liverpool team playing in a much more fluent style and can find a defined role for Florian Wirtz on a consistent basis, that's going to help him. If he knows every week he's playing as a number 10 and the manager trusts him and that's what the manager's going to do. And I just never felt that Arne Slot had made his mind up on that, and B, Florian Wirtz probably by the end of it didn't know if he was going to be playing the left, playing the middle, or on the bench. And that doesn't help your confidence.
Jürgen, what strategies did your German team in the 1990 World Cup final apply that completely neutralised the threat of Maradona in that game? Or was it just simply a case of having a bad day at the office?
No, the strategy in the 1990 World Cup final was to man mark Diego Armando Maradona. And this was taken care of by Guido Buchwald, which then became the nickname Diego in Germany since then. So he was on him wherever he ran. Maradona, Guido Buchwald was marking him. If he would have gone to the bathroom, he would have gone to the bathroom with him. And it's maybe something now you saw it in the last few years. That teams start to man mark again all over the pitch. Like PSG did, Bayern Munich did. You might see that in this summer's World Cup as well. That certain coaches will utilize this man marking methods, especially against the top stars, the big players. I mean, if you play now against Messi, after what Messi showed over the decades now, I wouldn't be surprised that most of the teams playing Argentina this summer will man mark Messi. They will just try to get him out of the game. Don't let him touch a ball. Be always ahead of him. And our strategy in the 90 World Cup, our Franz Beckenbauer, was simply take Diego Armando Maradona out of the game through Guido Buchwald. It worked. He didn't see a ball. We won the game.
Jürgen, it's interesting. I heard you talking. We've all seen that video of Maradona warming up, shoelaces undone, doing all the tricks ahead of kickoff. You were on the pitch for that game because it was against Stuttgart in the cup final.
Yeah, and that's where the kind of the psychology kicks in. Because when you see a player like Diego Armando Maradona doing this warm-up, just juggling the ball to the rhythm of Life is Life, the music, and 70,000 in the stadium in Stuttgart. I mean, our home supporters, supposedly, are freaking out, cracking up. That's when they won already the game. Because all us players, we were just staring at Maradona.
Yep.
We were not even warming up anymore. We were watching him. And by doing that, you already done. You already lost the game. Well, at the end, we tied it 3-3, but they won the first leg 2-1. So they won the UEFA Cup that year.
Jules, which American dish are you looking forward to eating while in the USA covering the World Cup? We know Jules doesn't really like food. You're a bit of an anomaly, isn't it, when it comes to a Frenchman, Jules?
I'm just not a foodie, per se, but Gab keeps saying that the cheesesteak,
Gab.
we have to go somewhere, especially, I know, exactly. So at some point, I think I'll have to go alone.
Oh, man.
What is an American dish? Really? I don't know. What would you say?
Well, hot dogs.
Oh, yeah.
You've got the vendors, haven't you, in New York? The kebabs and everything.
Oh, it's what a traditional American dish.
Oh, okay.
Cheeseburger.
There you are.
Pizza.
Yeah, Philly steak, they say. Jürgen, I lately learned that you hold a degree as a baker. I was wondering if you still hang out late in the kitchen or does football occupy all his time? This was right, Jürgen, because your dad said that if you're going to leave school, you need something else as a backup. So you went to learn to be a baker, basically.
Yeah, that's correct. I got professional contract offered at the age of 16, so after 10th grade, basically, and I wanted to go and play only. My father said, no. I mean, you need something in your hands or in your back pocket if this football thing is not working out. So I said, okay, if I get a diploma as a baker, would you let me go then in the mornings to join the training session of the first team? And he said, yeah, that's okay. So I did that for 2.5 years. Got up at 3 in the morning, worked until 7, then got off for the training session, came back and did the second shift in the afternoon. But obviously it's easier when you to do all those things anyway, automatically. But the diploma is there.
And what's your speciality, Jürgen? What do you still do now?
Well, in our region, in southern Germany, the Stuttgart region, our special thing are pretzels.
Okay.
Make them basically, and we were very well known at our little bakery in Stuttgart for the quality of the pretzels. And I was pretty okay in doing them,
Yeah, clearly.
Making them.
Stevie's got a diploma in bakery.
Yeah, eating. Eating baked goods, that's it. Jules, what would you rather, a Wembley final win or France winning the World Cup?
Wembley.
Don't do that to me.
They got one back, didn't they? 2-1 in the series now against the Knicks.
Yeah, yesterday it was pretty amazing. I tried to get a ticket, but it was too impossible. So I watched it. There was a lot of screens all around the city to watch it.
Yeah.
I think Wembley's 22. He's got plenty of time to win an NBA title, and also the NBA title is obviously every year.
Right.
The World Cup is every 4 years, and I'm sure he would not hate me for saying it because I think he wants France to win the World Cup too. So I would go with France winning a third star.
I thought that was Wembley.
Yeah, well, that wouldn't make any sense, would it?
Wembley finals.
Yeah. Still wouldn't make any sense.
But I've no idea what they...
Well, that's all right. You don't know anything about basketball.
I just thought it was Wembley.
There we
I
are.
don't know a lot about basketball.
Well, you don't know who Wembley is, so
I don't follow it now.
Well, that's what we're talking about now.
Played basketball, you know that.
Well, I know, yeah. Scotland under 16 star.
What's up?